Welcome back to Inglés 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Advanced. Hello, friends, and welcome back. Welcome to Class 89, Advanced students. Getting started today with our review, as always, of Class 88. And before I begin with that, I want to thank all the people that have been writing in. We've been getting a lot of emails lately, and some of them I mention on the radio show. Some of them I mention specific questions and comments, or otherwise we just write back to you. But a lot of people have been writing in, and we've been answering your questions, and I've been getting feedback personally as well, and people saying that they're really enjoying the show. So thank you so much for the feedback. I'm glad that you're enjoying it and learning with us all, and so many of us learning together. It's a very nice, it's a nice thing. It's always great to get feedback from listeners. So remember, though, if you have questions or comments, feel free to write in. And if you have questions about the content, the best way for subscribers, of course, is through the website, bauganingles.com. You go in and you write in through your section of the website there. Now, getting started with a little review, I think it's time to, change the subject. You know what I mean? What, Kyle? What are you getting at? What are you getting at? I'm just saying it's time to change the subject, because this is, a little bit. What are you getting at, Kyle? What are you getting at? So here, to be getting at something. To be getting, it means ¿qué quieres decir? What do you mean? Or what are you insinuating? So it's almost like querer decir. ¿Qué quieres decir? What are you getting at? Tú sabes muy bien lo que quiero decir. You know very well what I'm getting at. Isn't it obvious? Right? To be getting at something. To be sort of hinting around. We have an expression, to beat around the bush, which is not the same as to be getting at something, but to be, if you're beating around the bush, it means you're not saying directly and exactly what you mean. You're sort of leaving little hints, and you don't want to say it exactly, and someone will say, stop beating around the bush. Okay? But here, if someone is leaving hints to lead someone in a direction, we could say, what are you getting at? What do you mean? Be more clear. What do you mean? What are you getting at? Okay? Now, we also saw, in the last class, we talked about still. We talked about still, and I'm still talking about it here. I'm still thinking about it. Are you still thinking about this? Are you still studying? Yes, Kyle, I'm still studying. I came to Spain 6 years ago, and I still live here. I have friends who have been here, a lot of friends who have been here the same amount of time as me. They came here about 6 or 7 years ago, and they're still here. People that came with the idea of spending 1 year or maybe 2, and 6 or 7 years later, they're still here. They're still here. They continue to be here. They are still here. So I could say I started this segment of the show 3 minutes and 48 seconds ago, and I'm still talking. Right? I started a few minutes ago, and I'm still talking. I'm still here. Right? I was here before that break. I was here doing the beginner class. And then I was still here during the intermediate class talking, and now here we are. We took another break for some ads, and now I'm back again. I'm still here. I never left. I'm still here in the studio doing the show. I'm still here. I'm still doing it. I continue to be doing it. Okay? Todavía estoy aquí. I'm still here. I'm still here. Okay, no problem, right? Very easy. Let's move on with our expression of the day. Expression of the day. All right, the expression of the day today is, we say, to bet your bottom dollar. So imagine if you have money, and you have $1 that's at the bottom, it's sort of the last dollar, isn't it? If you only have $1, you're going to really value that dollar, right? If you only have $1, then it means a lot to you. So if we can say, you bet your bottom dollar, it means you can be absolutely certain of something. You bet your bottom dollar that English is an important language. You bet your you can wager. It's a fact that you can be sure of, right? Imagine if a company wins a contract, a bid for a contract, and it seems a bit suspicious, and someone says, "Oh, do you know who his father is? His father is the president. You can bet your bottom dollar that his father helped him get this. You can be sure of it. There was something suspicious here, but you can bet your bottom dollar that that's the reason why." Right? If I'm watching a football match and I say, that team, they're definitely going to win. Real Madrid is definitely going to win tonight. You can bet your bottom dollar on it. I'm sure of it. I'm to be sure of something, essentially. And we say, you bet your bottom dollar to be sure of something. Okay? All right. Now, we talked about the word still, but now I'd like to talk about the word yet. So we have still, yet, already, anymore. Now, so we've talked about still, but now we're going to talk about the word yet. Yet is used in questions and in negatives. Did you hear that? Yes. Yet is used in questions and in negatives. Okay. ¿Has hecho tus deberes ya? Have you done your homework yet? ¿Has comido ya? Have you eaten yet? So, have you done your homework yet? Now, if the answer is yes, I would say, yes, I have already done my homework. It's complete. My homework is complete. I've already done it. I've already done my homework. But yet is used in the negative, in a negative answer. In this case, no, I haven't done my homework yet. Okay? Have you eaten yet? No, I haven't eaten yet. I haven't eaten yet. Okay? And yet will be used in the present perfect because it talks about something that, a period of time that runs up to the present inclusive. So starting in the past and going up into the present inclusive. So it's almost like saying so far. Conceptually, hasta ahora, in our mind, we have this idea of a period of time. We're talking about a period of time that starts in the past and comes up to the present inclusive. Now, yet translates as todavía, aún, ya, y ya no, right? It can mean all these things, but it's used in questions and in negatives, and typically in the negative, in the present perfect, because we're saying, it's like saying, in this period of time up to now, I have not done this. Have you had lunch yet? No, I haven't had lunch yet. So, I mean, today, from when I started up to now inclusive, that's a period of time that it is defined by the present perfect. So, no, I haven't had lunch yet. It's getting late. I haven't had lunch yet. Ask me if I've had dinner yet. Kyle, have you had dinner yet? No, I haven't had dinner yet. In fact, I haven't even had lunch yet. Okay? I'm still finishing the radio show. I haven't had lunch yet. I haven't even finished the radio show yet. I'm still on the radio. I'm still in the studio. I haven't left the studio yet. I'm still here. Okay? Yet. That's right. Okay. No ha llegado todavía. It hasn't arrived yet. ¿Le has visto ya? Have you seen him yet? ¿Te has mudado ya? Have you moved yet? No me he mudado todavía. I haven't moved yet. I haven't moved yet. No me lo han dicho todavía. They haven't told me yet. ¿Te has hecho rico ya? Have you become rich yet? No me he hecho rico todavía. I haven't become rich yet. I'm still poor. I haven't become rich yet. Okay. Todavía no. Yet. Okay, so there you see yet being used in questions and in negatives. All right? No problem? Let me know if you have a problem. Any problems? No? Okay, good. Great. Nobody said anything, so all right, I'll keep moving on. It's time for the vocabulary of the day. Vocabulary of the day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the vocabulary of the day. That's right, our 5 words of vocabulary. The first word, the verb facturar. Facturar, which is to invoice. Invoice. So, to invoice. We will invoice you for that. Invoice. Now, the noun, an invoice, una factura, this is like in Spanish. Okay? We also have bills. A bill. When you go to a restaurant, you get a bill. Hey, give me the bill. The bill, right? But we have invoices, typically for services. And with invoices, we very often have payment terms where we maybe have a period of time. We may have a month or 60 days to pay for something. So we have payment terms, often involving transferring money between companies for services rendered over a period. We would use the word invoice, whereas bill would be for smaller things like a restaurant. We have a bill, and a bill requires immediate payment. Right? A bill is what we pay. And then when we pay a bill, we get a receipt. Now, a receipt is not something that you have to pay. A receipt is proof that you have already paid. So if you get into a taxi, you could say, "Hey, what's the bill?" You know, he'll charge you the bill, the amount of money. You pay the bill. Although they don't show it to you physically, but you pay the bill, and then he gives you, if you want, a receipt. So a receipt is proof that you have already paid. Okay? So, facturar, to invoice. Bien hecho, un objeto. Well made. Well made. Well made. This microphone in front of me is very well made. I use a number of different microphones, but this just might be my favorite because it's very well made. I like the way it's made. Monja. Nun. How many nuns are in the room? None. Oh, ninguno. Okay. Animar. Alentar. To encourage. Yes. Now, the next word is one of my favorite words in Spanish. This is my number 3 favorite word in Spanish. Espantapájaros. Espantapájaros. In English, we say scarecrow. Scarecrow. Espantapájaros. I love the way it sounds. Espantapájaros. Scarecrow. Well, scare, asustar, and crow, because, not just pájaros, not just birds, but crows. Crow. Que es un cuervo. A crow. This is like, it's because it scares crows away. Yeah, my father had a problem with crows. He used to, I remember I was home a few summers ago to my hometown, and my father had been fertilizing the lawn. Well, no, actually, he had put fertilizer on the lawn. Then he had put seeds, new grass seeds, and some crows came to eat the seeds, and he got very angry. My father, and he was always in the window watching them, and then when the crows would come, he would run outside and try to scare them. Yeah. And then he was going to borrow a little air gun. He got one of those little air rifles. In fact, he did. I'm not going to lie to you. He actually got this gun, not a real gun, but an air pistol, and he was in the window. And then when the crows would come, he would try to shoot the crows, just to scare them, not to kill them. I'm not supporting any of that stuff, but to try to scare the crows away, because he didn't have a scarecrow. Espantapájaros, scarecrow. So there you go, our 5 words of the day. Oh, yes, I mentioned that was my 3rd favorite word. My 2nd favorite word in Spanish is serpiente. Serpiente. It's one of the first words I learned, and I just loved the sound. It sounded very Spanish to me. And the other word is almohadilla. I love the sound of that word. I don't know why, but I like the sound of it. But espanta pájaros. Very nice word. So which, of course, is in English, scarecrow. Okay, let's move on. Translation. Yes, you heard the sound. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for translation list number 23. So, I hope you've been studying. I hope you've studied the list at home with your book, because we're going to test you now. So, out loud, en voz alta, reading out loud. Let's give this a try. Number 1, ¿cuándo se hará? When will it be done? When will it be done? Very good. Number 2, la cita está programada para la semana que viene. The appointment is scheduled for next week. The appointment is scheduled for next week. Number 3, busco a alguien cuyas cualidades casen con nuestras necesidades. Ooh, this is a good one. Cuyo. I'm looking for someone whose. Cuyo? Whose. Okay, I'm looking for someone whose skills match our needs. We don't want them to be married to. We say to match. We're looking for someone whose skills match our needs. Number 4, no te apuntes al curso si no piensas asistir. Good advice. Don't sign up for the course if you don't plan to attend. Don't sign up for the course if you don't plan to attend. Okay. Number 5, tienes una forma curiosa de dar las gracias. At home, out loud, you have a funny way of saying thank you. You have a funny way of saying thank you. Yeah. Number 6, si conduces así, nunca les alcanzarás. Así. If you drive like that, así, like that. If you drive like that, you'll never catch up with them. If you drive like that, you'll never catch up with them. Alcanzar, to catch up with. If you drive like that, you'll never catch up with them. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. I would love to finish the list, but I can't. They're telling me, Kyle, you've got to finish. So we have to finish the program today, but we'll be back tomorrow with more. Don't worry, and we'll review all of this list and so much more. It's going to be great. You won't want to miss it. You'll be listening, right? Right? Good. See you tomorrow. Bye.